Everyone, welcome to MJS Coaching Football. Thanks for watching my channel. Coach Sullivan here, I'm defensive coordinator, and I hope your 2021 season was as successful as ours was. In this presentation, I want to talk to you about one of our 3-4, what we call jailbreak concepts. And this one is called Mix It Bill. So part of the presentation will involve what is a jailbreak concept, how do we come to these two particular different concepts and merge them into one jailbreak concept, and why do we do it? Okay, so over here will be the key terms that will help you better understand everything I just mentioned, and then I'll bring it to life over here in a basic diagram. And within that, some of the key nuances in terms of technique, especially for the backer on this one, because he's going to have to do something a little bit different, but it's all part of the sim package, right? The built-in covering all 5 offensive linemen, necessitating protection changes and so forth. And then as the backer does something to hopefully throw the guard off, that will help his cause when he executes his part of this jailbreak concept. Okay? So the first key term is the front itself. This is our 58 up pressure front, part of our pressure package. So if you're a subscriber, you know all about the third down pass situation pressure package. If you're not a subscriber, you have to push that button. Okay? How do we determine which side you execute the mix it on and which side you execute the bill on? Hence the lucky Ringo. Well, it's automatically a Ringo because the bill is on the left, right? We line up our guys left to right. Boom, done. Pretty simple. Okay? And so because of that, the mix it's on the right, which therefore it's a Ringo, we do it to the side of the prisoner game. All right? So that brings me to what is a jailbreak concept? Well, we combine a prisoner game with a plug. So again, non-subscribers, push the button. I have my prisoner game playlist. It's a 4-man pass rush game. Okay? 4-man game. And so what we do is we combine, in this case, mix it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with a bill. And the key when you're going to combine in the 3-4, two different concepts, blitz concepts or pressure concepts, is combining two that does not put your nose in conflict, because your nose is the one who's a zero technique, right? Head up on the center. He's a part of both sides. So what we do is we make the nose a part of the first call, right? Mix it, bill. The nose is part of the mix it. And so then as the coach, it's up to me to make sure that I combine a plug that does not put the nose in conflict, meaning put him in the gap that the plug's occurring in. Okay, so you'll see how we do that. But for us, it's simple. When we combine two concepts, which we do in multiple concepts, the nose is always a part of the first call. And then it's up to me to take the second call and make sure I don't put my nose in conflict. Okay, so that's how we arrive at jailbreak. And you'll see that play out in a minute. So the mix-it game, the Mike and the stud are going to execute the U. Okay, the nose and the end are going to execute the me. Mix it. We mix the you and the me games. All right? So in the U game, the outside defender goes first, or is the penetrator, or inside is the looper. In the me game, the inside defender is the penetrator, and the outside is the looper, right? Hence first and second. First is penetrator, second is looper, all right, in our pass rush games. And then the backer executes a bill, which is he's going to plug his A gap. So the nuance to doing that, I'll show you now as I get to the diagram. But first, just as a reminder, right? Prisoner game. First equals the penetrator. Second equals the looper. All right, and the looper for us is always the read guy. Okay? Always the read guy. So now, right, it's a Ringo, Ringo, Ringo because the backer's on the left, Bill, right? Mix it, Bill. So I'll start here first. Okay, the penetrator, the stud in this case, is going to stab hard into B gap. So that means for us, stab, get vertical. Get up in there. That's what stab means for us. And he's going to attack the near edge of the guard. The Mike, who's the looper or the read guy, is going to flash like he's going into A gap. And then he's going to loop butt side of the stud. Okay? So he has the cage. So he has to read the offensive tackle. So if the offensive tackle's butts to him, he just stays on that course working outside. If for some reason the offensive tackle were to face him, then he would cross his face to make sure he doesn't get pinned, and then we lose outside cage. Okay? Over here, the first thing I'm going to do is talk to you about the nuance for the backer. So he can plug his side A gap, Bill. Okay? Because the nose is going to be the penetrator involved in the me game, the backer's got to get out of the way. So what the backer does is he executes what we simply call and teach punch out, two-step punch out. Okay? So he's in his usual, his inside foot's up stance. He's on a 2-point stance. He's on the line of scrimmage. He is essentially splits the heels. He's on the numbers of the nose, so he doesn't line up off sides. Okay? He's threatening the B gap with that alignment. On the snap of the ball, he simply punches off that up foot, the inside up foot. He punches off of it, no false steps. 1-2, and we have him shuffle to the outside. 1-2, selling like he's going to be dropping into coverage for that guy. So while he's punching back, 1-2, the penetrator, the nose, is sticking B gap. Right? We don't call it a long stick. For us, stick means two-gap move. Okay, trying to eliminate some verbiage. And then he too works for outside cage. Now he's going to stay on this course because what the end will do here, the looper, is he's going to sell speed. And that should draw the tackle to him, right? And then he is going to loop inside, butt side of the nose, okay? And he is going to read the guard. If the guard is facing him, he's going to technically go into A gap. If the guard is not doing that, he stays in the B. We call it the unless rule. Loop B unless the guard's blocking you. All right, you got to make it so your kids can play fast here. They'll play fast with their feet. So now, meanwhile, regardless of any of that, the backer punches two, and then he redirects up the field and plugs his A gap. Okay, he plugs his A gap. And what we tell him is if you see same jersey, right, follow your rule, exchange outside. So that would mean if he saw the end in the A gap, he'd work out to the B gap. Just to keep it consistent. That's same color across the face rule. You exchange outside. That's the rule. Boom, done. We're not changing it for this. Okay, if anybody's wondering why not just send them to the open A gap, because that changes the rule. Okay, and I'm not a big have multiple rules. I'm not a big, okay, well, if A, B, C, D, E, F, G happens, then do this. No. Then you're going to slow the kids down. They can't play fast. Okay? So, as I said at the beginning, thank you for watching MJS Coaching Football. Non-subscribers, I hope I teased you into pushing that button. And to everybody, please, questions, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I would love to talk football with you.